Now, if you asked me 10 years ago if they had actually gotten their stuff together, gotten their CGI ducks in a row, so to speak, that they probably would have generated enough fan excitement for this series. 5 years ago, we were all screaming for this. They could probably say a million things about it, but I'm sure it's just simply because they didn't want to. Now, these two, I just wanted to point out, if if Hollywood, if Disney, if Kathleen Kennedy, if all these ridiculous idiots at Lucasfilm didn't tank their own industry, they probably would have had to fight for these two. They probably would have had to fight for their schedules, probably would have had to say, hey, can you work this around? Can you work this around? There's scheduling conflicts, all these things, because they would have been in actual demand. There would be an actual industry left for them to be competing for. And of course, they're readily available. And Joel Edgerton, it'll be great to see them again. It'll be great to see all these people again. Once again, I think it boils down to the good writing. Deborah Chow, I was impressed with her Better Call Saul episodes. She's done a lot. She's a good director. I think things will come together well. Probably it might be even better than The Mandalorian if they work really hard at it and write it well. My very next inclination is simply this. I just have to point this out. So we have this is our cast. Where's the actor who's going to play young Luke Skywalker? Right? of course, that would be too difficult to cast someone that they don't want in there. And I know that from, A New Hope, what does Luke say? He says, he's Obi-Wan, some just strange old hermit, right? That's what he says. So to be reduced to zero. And that's fine. I don't give a shit at this point. Nobody cares anymore at all. At least I don't. What do you think? If they go in and just write it well, I think it'll be okay. So they're going to have Hayden Christensen in the Darth Vader suit, right? Are they going to overdub, James Earl Jones' voice in there? They're going to have, and then James Earl Jones. Don't get me wrong. I think a lot of people had issues with how he did Darth Vader in Rogue One. I know that at least I know Dash Star didn't like it, and I know several other people I've talked to who weren't fans of it. It's just a matter of it's very touchy. It's a very sensitive thing, and I fear that they may not think of it as that sensitive. I fear, that's my opinion. Whatever, who cares? So the big things that came from this article, the big things that jumped out to me, of course, was that they're starting it in April 1st. They're starting to film April 1st. Is that an April Fool's joke? We don't know. But it takes place 10 years after. So, of course, we'll have Anakin in the suit. But of course, that just simply means that, Obi-Wan has to be removed. Obi-Wan has to remove himself from the original equation. He's got to get off of Tatooine. There would be absolutely no point for Darth Vader to know that Obi-Wan's on Tatooine, right? So they can't have Darth Vader. That's my opinion, because the big question, of course, between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan, the big argument has always been, what he says in Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi, he says, Luke says, "There's still good in you," and he says, "Obi-Wan once thought as you did," and that could be interpreted as anything. Is there a moment in where Obi-Wan says, "I see that there's still good in you"? Is it going to be that literal? And Obi-Wan's going to say that to Darth Vader? We don't know. I doubt they'll even care about that, honestly. I don't think they'll even care. If you have Favreau give his 2 cents, he might put it in there, but whatever. Since Favreau is not involved so far, I'm sure that they probably won't even have Luke in the show. If they do, you'll see the back of his head, or in the very far distance. It'll be played by multiple people, random people that they just find in the extra crew, right? That's just what they'll find, and that's what it will be. That's my opinion. I don't know. I just thought I'd throw this out there and see what you guys think. But again, if they're in the mood to cancel Gina Carano, I could see them canceling someone else soon. And quite honestly, I don't feel like supporting it. Thanks for listening. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day.